Hey there, Stephen. Hoping you're having a good day and you're up to something interesting, traveling around maybe. So for your video lesson today, there are 4 things I want to talk about, touching on some of the technique that you wanted to do, and plus the fact that you started Meadow Minuet, which is good. We'll talk about that. I'll give you the preps for that piece, and then once we get that all good, hopefully we start moving into book 2 and get to get that free stroke all taken care of and start moving into more or sorry, get the rest stroke taken care of, and we move more into free stroke exercises. All right, so number 1, first thing I want to do is scales. I want you to review, or if you haven't done so already, I want you to do your A major scale. That's in the book. I can't remember which page it's on. It's right before Meadow Minuet, but it basically is this. Right, so A 2nd fret, B, C sharp, D, E, so E, F sharp, G sharp, A, good. And then, so if you haven't done so already, start working on that scale, because that's basically the meat and potatoes, or the nuts and bolts, as you can say, of Meadow Minuet and Chinois. Cool, so get that one down for me. And what I want you to do is, I want you to do all with rest stroke. So when you come in here next time, I am going to be looking for rest stroke on that A major scale. So if you're not doing rest stroke, if you haven't practicing your rest stroke, make sure you go back and practice that, because I won't teach you the free stroke stuff until I am satisfied that your rest stroke is up to par to my standards. So make sure to practice your A major scale rest stroke. And you can do I and M. You can do the Miami one too. Whoa, that tremolo? Oh my God, it's like Miami leads into tremolo. Uh-oh. Maybe that's why you should practice it, because I mentioned you want to do tremolo one day. Like Krotos. That's how you do it. Anyway, so get your thumb planted on 5. All right, and then what you'll do when you come back in next week, if that looks good, go up the neck with it. But this week, just get the A major scale down. Cool. Next thing I'm going to do is pinky push-ups. A review on pinky push-up exercise number 2. What you're going to do, let's just go through the steps one more time just to make sure everything's cool. So thumb on the back of the neck, kind of that bunny ears position back here, right? Thumb back up on the neck, and you're going to take your ring finger, put it on the F sharp on the 4th string, back in bunny ear still. Right? Fingers 1 and 2 are on their own respective fret over here, right? Put that there. Pinky grabs the G. You don't want to be turned this way. You want to bring the elbow into you, right? So you have your 3rd finger on, fingers 1 and 2 touching strings 1 and 2. Pinky up, pinky down. Remember the elbow in. If you're out like this, a lot harder. Elbow in. Bunny ears position. And then what I want you to do after that is you're going to take your 1st and your 2nd finger and you're going to lift slightly off the fretboard. So you can see here, yeah, it is. So you take them and lift them off slightly. So the only thing on is actually your ring finger. And what you want to do is you want to keep these guys hovering over top of the 4th string, but without pressing them down. And you don't want all I kind of like this nonsense where you're doing it. So they kind of drift away as I'm playing the exercise. You keep them tight over top. See fingers 1 and 2, they're just hovering over top. So you have 0, 1, 3, 4, right? Keep these guys hovering, don't put them down. And rest stroke. Right, so I want you to practice that for me. Next thing I want you to practice is for Meadow Minuet, I want you to preps 1 and 2. First prep is this. So the tune is based off of the A major scale and kind of it blends a little bit what we did with the D major scale. So it's really this is the material where it comes from, and then I get open E in there too. But then there's a higher part in there where it goes up to that high C sharp. That's kind of based off of this. That's why I wanted to review the pinky push up, because it comes from the D major scale. See? So the D major scale allows you to do the jump up to that high note, because I'm sure you listen to the tune. And the A major scale allows you to play kind of all the notes down here and shows you where everything is. So you're not thinking too much on like where's everything's diatonic. So, right, so the first exercise, what you're gonna do is you're gonna find that C sharp. So you should be able to drop the hand, right? And you bring the hand up right to the C sharp, right? I did a trick, or when I was studying this, I would close my eyes and see if I could, there it is. I need to practice it then, don't I? Right, you should be able to find that note just by touch and how your hand feels. If I sat properly, I probably would find it a bit easier, but anyway. So that's the first prep, is just taking the hand down, bringing it up to the C sharp, right? And the hand should be in a frame. It shouldn't be all kind of wonky like this. In the right hand frame like this. Down, thumb comes up. All right, now let's hold back here, right? So none of this business here. Keep the hand up, drop. Right. And the next thing is, oh yeah, we're good. So next thing, this prep number 2 for this is B da da da. So it's kind of the climax of the piece where he does. Right, so we isolated just the high note, right? So we know where that is. So we're not trying to grab at something we don't know where it is. What you're gonna do, take your pinky, place it on the A here. A, G sharp, back to A, all rest stroke. And A, G sharp, A, C sharp. And notice that my hand, it wasn't, it moves up with the frame. So really when I hit that C sharp, I'm in 7th position over here, right? Like as I was gonna play the D major scale. So, and then here, it's not a bunch up, it's you want to be here at the 9th fret with your ring finger, but your first finger is poised over 7th fret to be in that positional frame. So you have A, G sharp, A, and here, same thing. You're in 2nd position here, so it's not nothing like that. You're here over top, bum, bum, bum. So A, G sharp, A, and then to this C sharp. That's the prep for the second prep for Meadow Minuet. Do those 2 for me. And then lastly is the guitarist wave. Remember, arms straight, okay? Fold the fingers over. Keep that wrist from going out back like this, right? X on the meat of your palm. Back, all is one. Not this, right? See how I'm going all the way up? It's here, back towards my palm. All moving together. And none of this here. So it doesn't curl in this way, it's flat. Flat back to the X of my hand. Keeping that wrist straight. Bring that around to the guitar. Thumb on 5, right? And sweep through the strings. Back towards your palm. You don't want to do this. Otherwise, we have to go back to the drawing board and start the whole thing over again. Because I don't want to rebuild that. That's a pain in the butt to do. Brushing the strings. So you're just brushing the strings. You're not trying to pick anything special. You're slowly trying to brush through them. Get it motion straight back towards the palm. Cool, man. I think that's what we have. That's all the time we have for that today. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message. If not, I will catch you same time next week. All right, man. See ya.